I'm gonna break down some Shanewz for y'all. Top of the morning, y'all. Um, First off, Wednesday to everybody. No, Thursday. Today is Thursday. See, Happy Thursday, Throwback Thursday. But we're not gonna do no throwbacks. Um, what I want to speak about is this before I get started on what's in it. If you have a support system, a real support system, right? These are the people that you should cater to, right? I always like to give out gems, right? These are the people that you should cater to later for all the rest. And that's what I have been 2025. I have made that my priority. I was like, moving forward, when I do my blogging and my live streaming and all that, I'm catering to the people that support me, my tribe. And I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing. But as far as like following the YouTube boxing format, I've been done with that because the YouTube boxing format is exposed. It's fake, right? It's a bunch of people with no motion. This is a table full of motion right here, right? I was able to acquire this table, this space, and everything that you see that I got going on with only the support of what they call doing no views, right? I literally have nobody in my live streams, right? But yet I was able to acquire merchandise, Seymour's, gear, strain, all these things with no quote unquote viewership on social media, right? Not only did I acquire these things, I grew. And the amount of people that was supporting me, right, with the products would allow me to grow, to do this, get better equipment, cameras and like I said, laptop. I have a fire setup at the crib that I don't even use. I have a gaming PC, everything, all of that I don't even use. I purchased it last year because I knew I had my situation here. And I was like, if I set that up, I'm not going to continue to come here. So I never set it up. And look, I'm here. We got the nice situation here in the conference room. And I said I did that with just only a handful of people supporting my channel. Literally supporting my channel. Then they took the channel. Remember, my channel is remonetized now, but they took it. I was no longer monetized, but yet I still continue to grow. I got to monetize back again. Like I said, I probably have, I think, 4 channel members, right? I donate to myself as well as the channel members. But look what I was able to acquire. Now, that's why I tell you now, pay attention before I get started. All of these YouTube content creators, not only do they not have motion, they're scammers and they're fake. Because how can you sit online, you talk boxing every single day, you put out content, people support your content, they send you super chats, they help to build your channel just from you talking boxing, but yet you don't have no merchandise, you don't have no goods and services, you don't have none of the stuff that a person who, according to the YouTube social media format, has no motion because nobody watches me. But how was I able to acquire all of this that you see at the table? I should have bought my Seymour's today, but I forgot. I was going to bring up a bag of Seymour's, a big bag. Because I forgot yesterday. I was like, yo, I didn't have the Seymours down there. But how was I able to acquire these things with no support? It's because I do have support. And that's the people that I am going to cater to, the ones that support me, my family, my brands, my businesses. Later for the rest of these guys that claim to ignore me, right? Now, speaking on that, let's get on some boxing. So, Top Rank is set to roll out their schedule. And shout out to the Boxing Voice and my guy, Champion Rounds. Yo, listen, I like when Champion Rounds, and I put that in the comments. I told Ness that. He's seen it, right? I was like, I like when you have Champion Rounds on the panel. You know, you guys' chemistry and energy is good. I like it, right? Because I feel like that brother knows boxing. He's connected, and he has a true, genuine love. When you have people that have a real, genuine love of the sport of boxing, it's going to show, and that brother definitely does. And he talked about something. He brought something up, and I'm going to put an article up eventually. But Brian Norman Jr., world champion, WBO welterweight world champion, is set to fight in March. Top Rank is going to make the major announcement and all that, right? A lot of big cards is going to be jumping off for them in March. But Brian Norman Jr., and this is what the Boxing Voice was discussing, so I'm just going off of their discussion, is set to be the co-main event for Michaela Mayer and another person. Now, Champion Rounds made a great point. Now, Ness, because, you know, Ness deals with the Normans, him and the father, cool, probably does something from underneath the table, shit like that, right? Champion Rounds brought up a great point about, yes, he's the co-main event, but he's gonna help to get him exposure. Because I always said this, right? And they're gonna get mad at me for saying this. I always said that Brian Norman really doesn't have a fan base. He doesn't. When you look at the guys that talk about him on YouTube, they're a bunch of haters. They're not official. They move no needles, right? And it shows. See, I'm speaking on the business aspect. It shows because look, he won the world title. The first time he was set to defend the title, he was going to be the co-main to who? Keyshawn Davis, not even a champion, right? He's the champion, but he was going to be the co-main. He got injured. That fight fell through for him in November. Now they're doing it again, and he's set to be the co-main for the ladies. But like Champion Rounds talked about, this is a good look because the last Michaela Mayer fight in September, I believe that fight was at the Hula Theater, they did over 1 million views on ESPN. So that's viewership for Brian Norman Jr. But what I wanted to know was, right, and that's why I put it in the chat, and Gumbo, you see me, that's why I showed that to you for my receipts. I said, Ness, you got to get Fighters First Management, right? You got to get Fighters First Management. Get AC back on. You need to interview AC and talk to AC because remember, these guys walked away from the Boots Ennis fight, right? And I'm only bringing this up because Boots Ennis is about to headline another card, a unification. Whereas Brian Norman Jr. is fighting the same opponent that he had before. And a lot of people were speaking on Boots and his situation and him not moving right. But if you think about it, who's really not moving right now, man? This is the second time he's going to be a co-main as a world champion. I would think he will be headlining the card as a champion, right? What do you think? A couple of y'all that's over there. I can see your comments because I got you up over here. What do y'all think about that? Do you think Gumbo said 100? Let me pin that. What you want me to really give my thoughts on what I think is going on? What I think is going on is they're making a mockery out of him. And this is why. And I'm going to tell you why. And I want you to catch it. I'm going to break it down real easy and nice and slow. They are making a mockery out of him, right? I see your comment over here. He said, keep cooking, family. Thank you, Gumbo. Um, they're making a mockery out of him for the simple fact that doesn't his father have a fight coming up? His father, who is his trainer, has a fight coming up, right? He's fighting, I believe, February 15th or the 14th. I think it's either the 14th or the 15th. He will be fighting Greg Hackett. He's going to be fighting Greg Hackett, right? And he's headlining that card in Atlanta, right? Now, me personally, I'm like, damn, if BLK Prime, check this out now, right? BLK Prime is going to have your father, who was a former fighter, professional fighter, headline a card in Atlanta. And BLK Prime is comfortable in thinking that he'll sell tickets and things like that. Why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't they put on a card, right? You're a champion. Why wouldn't you fight the guy that you're about to fight, I think in Vegas or wherever the fight's going to be at, on their undercard as the main event in Atlanta? That's what I want to Nesta X, Fighters First Management. Get AC back over there. Because remember, AC did the wonderful breakdown on why they did not take the fight with Boots because of the payouts and what he would have to pay. So we need to hear from AC now, respectfully. I don't want to hear from his father because his father's in training, right? You got to fight. I want to hear from management right now. I want to hear from management. I don't even want to hear from the father. The father got to fight. You're a fighter now. You always was a fighter, but you're in the mix. I don't want to hear what you got to say right now. I would prefer to hear from, like I said, Fighters First Management. Somebody get AC and the guys, right? And explain this move right here. Explain it. Because we need an explanation on this, right? Because Boots Ennis was going to be headlining the card in Atlantic City in April 12th. Stanionis, Unification. Whereas Brian Norman Jr., a champion, right? And it's like this, too. I'm going to get real deep with it in a second, y'all. Brian Norman Jr. right now is the odd man out. Literally, he's the odd man out. Because when we go in deeper on this, right? When we go in a little deeper on this, why isn't his name even being mentioned? Listen, they're talking about 140-pound fighters that's now going to be campaigning at 147, right? You know what I'm talking about. T.O. and Devin and Ryan. But they got, T.O. takes care of business with Richard Hitchison. We'll get to that. That fight is looking like it's going to possibly have a lot of leverage in being made, right? But if we're talking about all of these guys, but Brian Norman is the odd man out. That's why we need to get AC on the what's name. Somebody get with AC. Get with AC. I know the boxing voice, maybe Millie City, Cigar Talk, maybe these type of platforms could get him. Because, I'm going to call shit out. I don't care. Who doesn't matter anymore. These guys prefer to go to certain platforms. It doesn't even matter about the views and all that. This shit is a friend game, buddy shit. They'll go and talk where they're comfortable at. I make a lot of people uncomfortable, as I should. Because a lot of people in this game, the industry, the business, tried to make me uncomfortable, right? They lied on me. That's why I started a whole nother brand here, man. And it's bigger than Jackal Fitness now. Way bigger. But I started a whole nother brand. And to be honest, when I was like head over heels and wanted to be one of the best journalists, UGK, they didn't respect it. So now I took my respect. Not only did I take my respect, I made all these guys that put false defamation of character on me, they look like what they are, clowns to me. Clowns that can't come outside, clowns that can't show no growth, they can't show no stats. But by all means, man, hopefully, like I said, I know Ness can get them. Millie City, Cigar Talk. Hopefully he'll pop out there and he'll explain this. He will explain this. Because Boots Innocence headlining another card in Atlantic City. I'm not going to promote this. This is a Monster Energy drink. I don't have the sticker. Yes. But Gumbo, how you feel about that, Gumbo? How do you feel about that? Yes, salute. And I seen Jihad drop something. Maybe Jihad got a date coming in March. He'll let you guys know. But I know he said fight. He got the announcement. I know Toprank got a lot of cards in March. Let me just check. I just want to check. Because I told you he's dropping a lot of his commercials too now, right? Yes, fight date to be announced. Yes, so I think Jihad is on one of those March cards. Man, he looked good. Did you see him beating that guy up? I told you, man, he be beating guys up, man. He was playing with that guy too, man. Did y'all see that? I know you did, CW. Shout out to you for reposting that, man. You, CW, you said something to me yesterday. And I want to take the time out now to acknowledge you, good brother. You might have just gotten in here so you didn't hear. This table that is in front of me that you see on the screen, you are a part of this. Because anytime you hit me up behind the scenes with a topic, even if I don't like the people or I don't fuck with them, I fuck with you. So if you hit me up and you want me to cover something, you got it, brother. Because I'm on a whole nother level with this. I come here and do this now out of the love of the sport, right? When it comes to talking boxing. But you are a Source family. So if you have a topic that you want me to cover, always hit me up and I will cover the topic for you because I cater to my supporters that cater to me. You helped me achieve all of this, right? With no views, CW. That's why I tell you, these guys are all frauds and bums, and I'm going to walk them all down. Like I always tell you, you guys want me to run down for what? Colors. How Hodges told Pac-Man, why run down and get one when I can walk down and get them all? I could walk down and get them all, and my shits work. And I got something on my hip, and I got something in my waistline, right? You know, we 2 guns up, man. Yeah. Shout out to Luca Brasi. Taliban, yeah, right? But anytime, CW, don't hesitate, man. Don't hesitate. And look, you know that the live I did yesterday, we fucked the game up with that one. And that was yours. I gave you the credit. You produced that. All I did was just break it down with the source. But that was the live stream you requested about the brands and Jordan. That was yours. So if you have a boxing topic that you want me to cover, feel free, right? Now, let's talk about Steven Nelson, right? Now, I told y'all, right? Me and CW was talking, me, Gumbo, a lot of other people behind the scenes. I told you, they think this kid is going to beat the brakes off of Steven Nelson. That's why they made the fight, man. And you hear the talk that this kid is saying? He said he's going to come out and dominate right off the bat. See, that's why they made the fight, man. But see, you know, you listen to all these YouTubers, these old do the right thing type of guys that's sitting around. They don't know the business. They don't know the business, man. Because I'm like, yo, for them to make that fight, they don't think Steven Nelson's a threat, man. Because There was a time when Steven Nelson was on Edgar Berlanga's bumper. They was not pulling the trigger because they were nervous. They were nervous. They were nervous. Hold on, let me get to the chat. We got a super chat. Look, what is real? Shout out to the real ones in the building. Man, Gumbo says, oh man, we gotta address that, Gumbo. Let me highlight that. Gumbo said nobody wants to talk to Norm Senior. Go run somewhere else. Yeah, I see that, man. Yeah, I see that, man. Yeah, I see that, man. Oh my God. Appreciate the $5 donation, Gumbo. You're absolutely correct, man. Look, me and that guy had an issue. I ain't gonna hold you, man. I took the high road, man. That guy threatened me, man. I don't know the last time I was ever threatened, man. Yeah, that guy threatened me, man. My brother, WCS, and some others, they calmed me down. Cause that guy issued me a threat, man. Like, bro, don't, no, that's the worst thing to do to me, man. Don't threaten me, man. Me and you talk about that, Gumbo, but that guy threatened me, man. They really don't even know me. Look, to be honest, I'm gonna tell you something, right? I remember him and Jihad sparred, right? And I do a lot behind the scenes. I put pressure on these people, right? And this dude's son, like, look how it's working out now. They're not even getting the right push, right? They're not getting the right push. So, but I was like, yo, what's up with that? I was like, yo, why is y'all not promoting this kid? Why y'all not pushing him, right? Only for his father to jump on my shit and disrespect me and call me all kind of what's now. I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm not gonna, whatever, man. But then he threatened me, man. This guy threatened me like I'm soft, right? I'm somebody to threaten. You know what I'm saying? And then my brother and WCS and others, they had to just, like you always tell me, you can't let people trick you out your spot, man. But yeah, he does, man. He got a big fight coming. And I think, like I said, like I told you, Gumbo, what we talked about behind the scenes. That's why they doing them the way they doing. They're making a mockery right now. Because you're headlining in Atlanta. You're not even a champion. You're not even really an active fighter. And your son, who is a world champion, should be having that spot. But yeah, he's set to be the co-main event in Vegas, I believe, or New York, somewhere. I don't know. But thank you, Gumbo, for the super chat. Appreciate you as always. Always support. And Gumbo, we're gonna get those jerseys done. You know what I'm gonna do now, Gumbo? I'm moving in the shadows now, Gumbo. Don't worry. A lot of shit is about to be dropping and unfolding. I'm not even gonna talk no more. It's just gonna be out. It'll be on the table. I'm not even gonna talk no more. Right? That's all I'm gonna start doing now. Just like how all this started manifesting. And y'all see it, y'all like, damn, this dude does no views, nobody fucks with him. But goddamn, he got a conference room. He got, rest in peace to K Slay. He got a real recording set up now. He got multiple cameras on him, right? Right? He's doing multiple live streams, right? How is this possible? God and guys like Gumbo and CW and my man Thomas and countless others and my sister and just everybody that sees the vision and Jihad, right? And Marley and Joe Dini and my brother, all those people, the real supporters. Not you jealous online fans with no emotion. Listen, a motherfucker that's doing nothing can never stop nothing. Remember that, man. Motherfuckers that sit around and do nothing can't stop nothing because they're not doing nothing. Right? What do? You do nothing. So you will never stop somebody that's actually doing. And then you definitely won't stop somebody that God is with. Hopefully y'all caught that sauce, man. Hopefully y'all caught that sauce, man. But yes, I agree, Gumbo. And I'm going with my man Greg Hackett. I hope Greg Hackett whoops his motherfucking ass, man. Because I like Greg, man. I interviewed Greg many times. I remember I covered when Edgar Berlanga fought in Philly. I interviewed Greg and Julian J. Rob Williams that time on a Toprank card. And then when Greg was working with Steven Scooter, Cool Boy Steph, I interviewed him in Brooklyn. Always been a real dude. And I like what Greg says. See, Greg, know why I respect what Greg does at his handle? Greg Hackett, everybody gets on about his record. And I tell people this, right? I'll be like, yo, y'all be so worried about this guy's record, right? And I even seen Norman Senior throw shots at his record, right? But if you listen to the behind the shit that's coming up, what Greg Hackett said, he's like my man Jay Knight of Nature. He likes to fight, right? He fights for free. So if you're gonna give him $2,500, $7,000, $5,000 to fight, and he fights all the time for free, why wouldn't he take that money? Why wouldn't? And it's genius. It's a genius, right? I wish there was. Listen, you don't know how many offers, right, coming up. But my man, I knew my man Knight. I love Knight. I know Knight was doing other things and shit, right? But I always was getting offers for guys to be fight, right? And then they would back out. They'd get nervous and scared. Like, yo, dude, you like to fight? This is your opportunity. I remember one time, WCS, right? I had an offer. It was like $5,500 offer. This is how I do. I don't even try to make no money. But my cousin Buddy McGirt always used to try to tell me to do it, right? And I would like, nah, I'm good. That's how I'm blessed now. I'm like, I'm not gonna block my blessings, right? But Buddy, seasoned guy, man, he was always schooling his cousin, his little cousin, right? I'll get these offers for these fights, right? Yeah, I got you, Gumbo. Don't worry about it. I got you. We'll get down later on today. I'm gonna screenshot you the what's the name, and just tell me what you want. I'll screenshot you later. But I remember Buddy, right? And I do it now though. I ain't gonna front. This is how I get down now because a lot of you guys don't be moving right? I'm gonna just do it off my phone to show you how it's done. Somebody will hit me up, a matchmaker, promoter. They hit me up. They be like, "Yo, I need a 147. The fight is paying 5,800 plus expenses, lodging, and all that, right?" I'll get that and be like, hit somebody up. Cause this is how I operate, right? But I don't do this no more, right? I used to look at it like this. I'll give you the whole 5,800. You're gonna show me how official you are if you throw me something. But I was told this: instead of 5,800, you should say 4,800 or whatever you want to take your cut off the top. But I never used to do that. I'll just give it like, yo, fair exchange, right? Go out there and knock the dude off and come up. But a lot of times these guys used to do that and they get scared. And then that looks bad on you, right? When you put your name on the line, you making the phone calls, and then these guys are turning down the fights. I had a fighter, going back to what I was saying with WCS, right? And the other dude, this old hating ass, jealous, sideline, sucker ass nigga, right? Always, oh yeah, it's always the online internet weirdo niggas, right? This guy always used to try to. He used to think I used to be blind to the little slick shit he used to try to do. So one time I got this offer and I studied on him. I showed him the offer, right? Because I'm like, nigga, you do all this shit online and you want to be an impressionist and all that. So you should know some people, right? Here, you can eat off of this too. I got this offer. Motherfucker couldn't do a goddamn thing. And the dude I gave the fight to, right? This is the problem with niggas. Everybody wants to be my nephew, but they're not my nephew. This guy I got the fight for, local guy, had the audacity to say, yo, you want to bring that offer to Jihad? Motherfucker, I don't have to. Jihad is a world-class fighter. Not saying you're not a world-class fighter, but Jihad is an elite fighter. He was signed at Toprank at 17 years old. That's all you need to know. You are a chitlin circuit fighter, nigga. But are you even that? You scared to take this fight? Talking about, oh, you wouldn't give that offer to Jihad. So I don't fuck with a lot of niggas, man. Man. I was raised around real fighters. Shout out to my man Chris Stallworth, my cousin Junior Poison Jones, guys like that. Buddy McGirt. They would have took the fight in a heartbeat. Whooped ass, cashed that check, and been on to the next. These new school guys, man, they look, boxing nowadays is a WWE. Everybody wants to be the goods or the gimmicks, I like to say. The goods or the gimmicks, man. Yes, facts, Gumbo. I bought them out. And that was like, I think that might have been last year or year before that when I was telling niggas, show me your work, man. Show me your work. Show me your work, man. But let's move on, right, to this fight. It's a big fight. Right? I'm going to be putting my money up on Steven Nelson. Because I know he's probably a heavy underdog because they don't think he's going to win. But I'm like this, too. I like Steven Nelson. Steven Nelson gave me an interview back in the day, man, when I was Jackal Fitness, and I always respected that. He was walking back into the Stewart Hotel, right? Just a quick little background. Yo, he did not shun me. This is before I was really cool with Top Rank and them like that. This is when Top Rank, right? Go for this. Look, this is crazy. Look how God works. When I used to try to cover the fights, be out there with my kids and strollers, they were babies. Yo, these niggas used to Top Rank people, and they know who I'm talking about. I ain't gonna put you on blast, because you know how I ran down on you now. You know what's up with me, right? But, dude, yo, he used to get the security and all of that and act like I was loitering and panhandling. Meanwhile, I was trying to get interviews and grow a channel, right? They would kick me out all the time, right? Look, fast forward now, right? Check this out. They don't no longer use the store. But look how God works. My man runs the Stewart Hotel, right? Yo, look how God lined it up, right? Yo, I ended up linking up. I could call the guy right now. He's Takeover Promotions. He's on my page. I'm not going to show y'all who he is. Runs the Stewart Hotel. I got it right here on my phone. I could get a room. Well, now they done turned the Stewart Hotel into something else. But when we were staying in the suites, the luxuries, and all that, you know why? Because my man. It's my man's, right? It's my man's. I remember I made the call for WCS. WCS got a room. All the rooms was booked. That's what they told him at the time. I was like, what? Hold on, I got you, man. You need a room? You know who put me on blast? Coach Terry. We was chilling. Look how God works. The same hotel that they used to kick me out of, right? Or attempt to kick me out of, say I was loitering and panhandling. I had all the keys to the top floors. That's God, man. That's how God works, man. That's how God works. But I was out front. Steven Nelson came through. I was like, yo, let me get an interview, champ. Gave me a fire interview, man. So I'm definitely going with Steven Nelson, man. Real official dude. And you know why I like him too? He's a talented dude. If you follow him, right? This dude is like a master carpenter. He reminds me of myself. You see how I operate heavy machinery, right? I could get in about just about any piece of equipment and make it do what it do, right? That's neither here nor there. Cause like I'm so over that, man. Right? God, me and you talked about that too, man. I'm over that. I talked with my sister yesterday. My sister was super excited. I had to get around positive energy, man. Cause you know these hands right here are lethal, man. Don't get it twisted, man. I could, man. These shits is registered, man. These shits is like that, like this motherfucking Glock 9 on me right now. These shits right here. These are the Glock 9s right here, man. A Glock 19. These are them right here too, man. And motherfuckers don't understand that, man. They push you to the edge, and then if you snap, right? Like Joe Dini would say, right? If you snap, then you're in the wrong, right? Cause listen, man, I could break your neck, right? I will break your neck. I'm like Brownie Brown, right? I'm like Brownie Brown of Zeus, man. If I get up on you, man, it's over, man. It's over, man. It's over. And then you're gonna be like, oh, I was playing. I don't play, man. Oh, I was playing, man. You wasn't supposed to react like that. No, you don't play, man. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, Steven Nelson, they don't think he's gonna do anything, man. This is his opportunity, man. This is his opportunity. And when you look at them, right, Steven Nelson looks on weight, looks good. Pacheco is very large, tall guy. Matter of fact, let's pull it up. I'll close out of this real quick. I'll go over here. Y'all digging alive or what, man? We talking boxing today, man. I'm showing my range. Y'all digging alive? Are y'all digging alive, man? Appreciate the $5 donation, Gumbo. Thank you. Yo, Gumbo, man, I'm telling you, yo, these boys is in trouble, man. I'm gonna tell you when, they're in trouble, man, because my channel is generating money. You know what? Matter of fact, let me match your five. I'm gonna match your five over here, Gumbo, on the stream, y'all. Let me match your five, man. Appreciate you. Oh man, all right, I gotta do it like this. I see how I gotta do it. Boom. Let me stop this. I gotta do it like this. I'm gonna match your five, Gumbo. Give me 2 seconds there, good brother. Give me 2 seconds. These guys are calling me. They'll leave me a message, man. Yo, look, I got my other chain. I only got one on today. This is white gold, man. Y'all be all on my jewelry, right? My drip. Y'all be all on my jewelry drip. Get off my drip. All right, Gumbo. I'm gonna match your five over here and shout you out, right? Come on over here, Gumbo. So you can receive your flowers. Come on over here, Gumbo. I need you over here, good brother. All right, Gumbo, here you go, man. All right, that is. Let's see. It should be in the system. Oh my God. get up. Hold on, man. They are asking me for my shit. Hold on. Yeah, these rooms are so big, right? Oh. There it is. It's purchased. Gumbo, can you see that? Big Dog Gumbo, can you see that? That's for you, Gumbo. That's for my guy Gumbo right there, man. Appreciate you, big dog. That's you, Gumbo. That is for you right there, man. Always supporting the growth, man. Shout out to you, right? But I'm gonna go over here. You know, Gumbo donated to 5 behind the scenes, man. That's what real players do. Player to player. Player partner. Sprinkle me. Sprinkle me. Sprinkle me. Shout out to Big Dog Gumbo. Sprinkle me, babe. Sprinkle me, right? Player. Look, hold on, Gumbo. Look, you know, you my brother, Gumbo. Look. Big timer. 40 water. Sprinkle me, man. Y'all go out there and salute Big Dog Gumbo. He's out there on the road, over the road trucker, big boss player. Lafayette, Louisiana in the building. That real Gumbo. Crawfish, Gumbo, big shrimps. Shout out to my brother, Big Gumbo, for the $5 donation. You know, we match the funds over here. You know, you do have options. I holla. Appreciate you, though, Big Dog. Appreciate you. But yeah, let me get over here to Steven Nelson now. Let me pull this up, right? The news by Shanewz. This is the Source Experience. All right. Is this it right here? Yes. Making my way downtown. Oh, downtown. Oh, man. All right. Can y'all see that now? Y'all see it? All right. We're going to play a little bit of this. We do not own the rights to this. Look at the size difference though right here, man. We're muted. Look, it's time, baby. Look, he's towering over Steven Nelson. He is towering over him, man. He's confident, man. Steven Nelson's locked in too, though. Steven Nelson's a soldier. He's a soldier, man. He's a soldier. So I don't think Steven Nelson is nervous. He's a soldier, but man, the size different. Fight night might be something too, man. Because you got to remember, these guys right now taking these photos, depleted basically. So Cold always puts together a fly uniform. So Cold will put that weight back on too. But dude is gonna probably be massive, man. I was looking at his frame. If Edgar Berlanga, right, went into the ring facing Canelo, almost 200 pounds, how much you think this big kid is gonna blow up to, man? How much, y'all? How much you think he's gonna blow up to, man? How much? He's big, man. The kid is big. I think this has the music too.
The best shape of my life. Just ready to kick off the year with another great win and another great year for Team Pacheco.
This win would catapult to me. Everybody talk about the 168 weight class. It'd be Steven Nelson.
So
really a problem.
I just know he's a good fighter, but you know, he's never been in there with anyone like me. Guys like me don't come around too often. You know, all the physical attributes, the talent, the hard work. I feel like I'm unstoppable. I see the fight unfolding me coming in early rounds, controlling the fight, picking the pace of the fight, and then eventually breaking them down and getting that stoppage win.
You can say what he's going to do and what his plan is, but I'm prepared as well. They look at it as a test, but I ain't no test. I'm the real deal. And it's my time.
That's how you got
whoever it is that gets to meet with me, I feel like I have an advantage automatically. And you guys see it in my fights. I go in and I dominate, control the fights, and I put guys on their asses.
Now, does anybody know who this kid's management is and who's moving him? Because they made this fight, man. But you heard what he said. They're confident that Steven Nelson has not been in the ring with anybody like him. And they could be right, but I don't, what I say about that? I seriously doubt that, right? Because you know who Steven Nelson's been in the ring with, right? Bud Crawford. See, they're not thinking about that. He spars with Bud Crawford. He works with Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford is one of the most skilled fighters in the world, right? But like I said, they made this fight because his people are confident. They're sleeping on Steven Nelson, man. They're sleeping on him, man. But that is the Saturday kickoff, the Saturday shindig. Look, shout out to the Brooklyn Nets. I felt like yesterday I had on the Knicks, so I was like, I got to do Brooklyn today. Because remember, I was a season ticket holder for both, once upon a time. So I came in here with the Brooklyn. Brooklyn, we go hard. 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 Right? Brooklyn, we go hard. But Richard Hitchison, let's get to Richard Hitchison and Teofimo Lopez. Now, shout out to the boxing boys, right? You see now everybody's talking about Keith Conley. Keith Conley's a major player, man. But what the boxing boys brought up was the most important. There's an interview out right now with Bob Arum. And the fight is looking like it's going to be made because Turkey and his team or his handlers are the ones that's handling it. So it's not like, what I think is helping out a lot too? The fact that the networks are leaving, right? Because they're probably most likely be making this fight summertime-ish, right? And the networks are going to be gone, ESPN is out the door a couple more months, June or July, I believe. I think Amazon Prime is done after this February card, right? They're done, right? Does anybody know about that? Does any of the PBC guys, the insiders over there with the sources, are y'all talking about that? Do y'all know anything about that? Did y'all hear anything, right? Most likely not, because like I said, y'all be having sources. But y'all can't even get an interview from fighters in your neck of the woods. Y'all can't even pull up to a gym. Some of you guys be having like the most views, and y'all be so tapped in, but you can't even pull up to a gym. Yeah, you can't even pull up to a gym, right? That's crazy to me, man. But you be knowing all the ins and outs of what's going on. And it's like a lot of you guys, this not it's a lot of you guys all over. Some of you guys, like if it wasn't for the Rise podcast, we really wouldn't be knowing what's going on with Tank Davis, right? Now a lot of you guys sit online and y'all talk about Tank this and Tank that. Never seen you in the gym covering him. Never seen you at his fight covering him. If you're not Ellie Setback. Now the rest of you guys that come on here, you might could get Coach Calvin or Coach Kenny to pull up on your platform. But, like, when are you going to be able to be in the gym, right? Be in the gym around the fighter, right? Be in the gym around the fighter, right? Like this.
You know the vibes. Another day in the office. All-star right here. Another day in the office. School you. That's right. All-star. Braun. Yeah. Another day in the office. We just getting that work.
Simple.
Yeah. Road to greatness. J Prince Boxing, Top Rank, ESPN. You know the vibes. Yeah.
When are y'all gonna be in the gym like that, man? Like, show me you in the gym, right? Show me you in the gym around fighters. Yes, when y'all gonna pop up, man? Like when y'all gonna pop up, man? Show me you in the gym with some fighters, man. Show me you in the gym with some fighters, man.
Work, Chris. Work, body. Nice. Good body shot. Body shot, Chris. Good body shot.
You seen all those fighters in the gym? Look, that was look, right? Yeah, I got a front on y'all real quick, man. That was a gym in Connecticut. That was a gym in Philadelphia. Like, yo, man, we y'all gonna, you guys be on here with all this insight and information, and there's just all these know-hows with nothing, though, man. Literally nothing. You bring nothing to the table, man. Absolutely nothing, right? Nothing, man. But so is those rumors true? Before I get into T.O. and Richard Hitchison and why that fight most likely is going to happen, right? Are those rumors true though about the PBC and it being over? Is this the end? That was New Edition, right? Is this the end? Is this the end? Yeah, they only got what? 6 shows out of that Prime deal? Is this the end? Is this the end? I need to find out though, man. Some of you insiders, man. Yo, CW, if you see some of these guys, man, please send me the content, man. Please, if you see some of them, and it's credible, because CW, a lot of these guys, they ain't credible for shit, man. They're not credible for shit, man. They not, CW, they don't know, CW. They not in the gyms like this, CW. Look.
The first homie was Jazz.
Summer move on the dance floor when they put something smooth on, turn up the bass.
The body shot, homie. Another body
Summer
shot.
move on the dance floor when they put something smooth on, turn up the bass. It's better when it's loud.
Yeah, that was 4-time national champion Jamali Tucker, man. He was moving the crowd. Shout out to the R Rakim. That's why I threw that music on there for him. Molly was about 8 years old there. He's 15 now. 4-time national champion. He moves the crowd. Move the crowd. Move the crowd. Move the crowd. Did you see Coach Reed? Coach Reed was in that footage too, man. Coach Reed, that was Coach Reed, man. Coach Reed was the baby then, man. See, it was easier to do her hair. See, she had the beads, right? She used to like getting her hair done then. Now Coach Reed done turned into a nappy dread. It is what it is. Sometimes, when she gets in her things and she's a girly girl. She get her hair done. She go to the Dominicans and get the blowouts and all that. A lot of times, Coach Green just likes to rock it. I rock rough and puff with my Afro puff. Rage, rock on with your bad self, right? But though, maybe you guys can get into some gyms, man. Get into some gyms, man. Stop doing all this chitter chatter on the sidelines, man. Produce something, man. Right, Gumbo? These guys got to produce something, Gumbo. They do a lot of talking, but no walking. You know, it's time for these guys to start walking, man. You know, they always want to tell us, right? But they can never show us, right? They can never show us, right? They can, Gumbo, they can never show us nothing that they have done, right? I remember this one guy, right? He's hilarious to me, right? His like his shit used to be, right? He would like get into arguments with people on Twitter, and he would think like that was like it if he got added from a fighter on Twitter. And I was saying to myself, like, damn, dog, that's the come up. That's the cusp. That's you making a dent because you're trolling somebody and they respond. To each his own, man. That could never be my lane. You know, an internet troll, man. That couldn't be me, man. Right? That could not be me. But yes, from what I'm hearing, Richard Henderson and the homie Teofimo Lopez is definitely going to be a good one. I've been on for an hour. Y'all gonna get back down to some of this salad. Don't mind me, y'all. We eating good over here, Gumbo. This is healthy right here. Look. Now I destroyed my egg already, but I still got some nice cucumbers in here, tomatoes. Gotta put your greens in you. You know? Get your greens in you. Yeah. That right there. That right there is solid. You know what I mean? That right there is solid, y'all. That right there is solid. Yo, Gumbo, how am I being, Gumbo? I'm being petty? Nah, Gumbo. You want to talk about being petty? You want to talk about being petty, Gumbo? Let's not go there. You went to my spot. You was at Bojangles. This is a healthy salad right here. This is a healthy salad. I was on the phone with you, right? You had to let me know. You was at Bojangles, right? You ordered a 6-piece with the sweet potato pie. I was at Bojangles last March. Shout out to Muscle. When I was in, that was one of the best trips ever, man. And that was a regional card I covered, right? Here you have me. I've been to Canada. I've been all over the U.S. covering big time top rank fights and PBC fights in Texas and all that. I had the most fun covering a regional card in Greensboro, North Carolina. I went to Bojangles. I drove in from Charlotte. Right, I had a great experience that time, and that let me know how big my brand was. Right, because I was down there, unbeknownst to me, everybody damn near knew me there. But the people in North Carolina are different. They support. I was in there covering Muscle and a couple of the other Wise Hour fighters. Everybody knew me. The guy came up to me, Spanish guy, cool guy. I got him on video. I used his drop. He was like, "It's the news, by Shanewz." Man, and shout out to the North Carolina Athletic Commission. Great commission. They let me move around. And I got with my guy, the Pittsburgh kid, right? Paul Spadafora. I interviewed him. I was kicking it with him. Got some good footage of him. So it was a good time. But I went to Bojangles then. So, Gubba, you was at Bojangles, man. You went to Bojangles, man. And got a 6-piece. That's just a salad right there. With a fried egg on top, man. With a fried egg, man. You know what I mean? It's a beef salami, but I bust the beef salami down. So now it's just only tomatoes and cucumbers and lechuga. You know, they be teaching me my Spanish. Lechuga. That's lettuce. That's lettuce, man. But yes, Tio and Richard Hitchison is looking like it's going to be a done deal, right? But like I said, that leaves Brian Norman Jr. out, man. He's like the odd man out, man. What, Turkey's not fucking with him or something? They got to get AC on the phone, man. What is going on with that? This guy's a legit world champion, right? He's a legit world champion. At least Boots, right? Boots and Stanionis is about to bang out. So the winner of that fight in April is going to have a lot of leverage because they're going to have 2 belts. They're going to be a unified champion. A unified champion. And I know Eddie Hearns is hoping it is his guy. It's Boots Ennis. I know he is hoping it is Boots. And if it is Boots, man, guys want to open up some major lanes for Boots. I was talking with Pops, man. Pops told me. And yo, if you're still in here, CW, let it be known. You've seen it. CW, I had that, right? Be honest, CW, I told you. Because I be thinking CW was like a reporter too. So I gave it to CW. And then I was like, oh, CW's my guy. He's my producer. But I should have gave it to some of these guys that talk boxing. They could have leaked it. They could have broke the story. Because I had it, right? CW, they did not have it, right? Yeah. I told these guys, I be having all the information on the low, man. I could have put that out before ESPN and Mike Cobbinger and them did. That's a fact. Because I hit Bozy up. I was like, yo, when I seen the whole play of him possibly fighting Teofimo in October on that undercard of Haney Garcia 2, I was like, I hit Bozy up. I was live. Bozy hit me back later on. And he was like, yeah, we'll love that after Stanionis. I was like, oh, y'all got Stanionis? He was like, yeah. What happened a day later? Right, CW, a day later, it broke. April 12th. Yeah, it broke. It broke. It came out. Right? But see, look, CW, to be honest, I used to do that for guys. I used to do that for dirt bags, right? Because I'll be getting the information. And I used to be like, yeah, you sit around, you on your platform for 4 hours talking about nothing. Yeah, you're talking about nothing, right? Here, talk about this. This is what's going to happen, right? There's one particular piece of shit, right? He's a piece of shit, right? Yeah, look, I'm sounding like an Italian guy. He's a piece of shit, right? It's one particular piece of shit, right? The whole Keyshawn Davis bull chat, right? I knew that. I was like, yo, Keyshawn's gonna fight Bullshot, man. It's already in the works. I told this piece of shit, right? This real dirtbag, a piece of shit, right? You would think that he would give me my flowers and be like, yo, my sauce is the sauce. Sauce told me this, right? This guy that sits around and does absolutely nothing wants people to think that he's valid. Like, bro, you're not valid, man. You're not valid, right? But it is what it is, right? He said Brian Norman Sr. wants to be a fighter instead of being the best manager for his son. But like Bill Haney, Brian Norman Sr., Earthman. Yeah, man. Yeah, he Senior's different, bro. Yeah, they played them, bro. They played them, Gumbo. I talked to you about this, Gumbo. You know what I'm about to say right now. Look what they did, right? They did this shit on purpose, right? The father is going to be fighting February in Atlanta. Shout out to him. Make your money. Do what you do. Nobody's knocking that. But yo, your son is a world champion, right? That could have easily been him. Now, I'm not saying Top Rank would have put on a show for him in Atlanta, but if somebody, a promoter, BLK Prime and Daz on it, are willing to put on a show with you headlining, you don't think your son could have got a call? I don't think your son could have got a call? Hold on, let me blow my nose, man. Yo, Gumbo, you don't think Brian Norman Jr. could have got a call in Atlanta? He's a world champion. He's a world champion. If there was a promoter, because that's all it's about, man. A promoter was willing to put up the money for the father to fight. There's not a promoter that was willing to put the money up for your son, right? I'm pretty sure if BOK Prime would have said, yo, with Top Rank and all that, y'all could have worked that. I said, I'm not gonna get into that because then I'm gonna show that I know too much. But I think that's how it works, right? Doesn't it work something like that? I think that's how it works, man. Because when you look at some of these fights, right? And do your own research on it. Don't take it from me. I'm somebody that doesn't do no views or nothing, so I don't, But hold on, I got the board right here. Can y'all see the board? Yeah, right. I think that's how it works, right? There's Top Rank. Hold on. I'm gonna use one that works real good. Top Rank is the flagship right here, right? We'll put the T for Top Rank. But if another promoter in BLK Prime, we'll do BLK Prime right here, BLK. Circle that, right? And maybe you guys could ask the guy, the guy, I'm gonna use blue, because blue, ask that blue guy, right? If BLK Prime, who was trying to put on, remember he said he was trying to get Crawford to fight Boots, right? So I'm pretty sure the BLK guy could have went to Top Rank, right? Let's connect that and say, yo, we got whatever, I'm just gonna make a number up, right? We got $5 million to put on a Brian Norman, that's the B for Brian Norman Jr. card and ATL. Y'all following this? Right? That's BLK Prime. They go to Top Rank. It's all about making money. They say, I got $5 million because BLK Prime got money too, right? To put on a Brian Norman Jr. card in Atlanta. Top Rank might have took that offer, right? Because now Top Rank knows that BLK Prime is bringing $5 million to them to have one of their fighters fight on their network, underneath their network. Now, whether they could have done this, because I don't know, but the only reason I'm bringing this up is ESPN may own the rights to all the fights, but ESPN is leaving, right? So how does that work? If ESPN is getting out in July or June, whatever it is, right? Maybe they could have made that happen. Maybe not. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know their paperwork, but I'm just giving you the scenario. Let me know if y'all caught that. Just please, there's 3 of y'all in here. Let me know if y'all caught that. Because I think that's how the game is played, right? The only reason I went to the board, because I got the big board here. But it's obvious BLK Prime is putting on shows because now, they're not paying that for the fall. But they got a show February 13th, 15th, 14th in Atlanta. But maybe y'all can ask that the Blue guy. That's why I use Blue. Ask Blue. Right? Ask Blue. Blue is the BLK Prime executive. Ask him if that could have happened, because remember, he was trying to put on Crawford and Boots at the time. So he was putting together fights. So ask him if he could have did that one. Right? Just ask him. I don't know. Find out for me, man. Say, yo, I was watching a live stream and a guy, he said that you could have probably did this. Gumbo said, now that makes sense. Eddie Hearn, right? Brian Norman Jr. is the B-side because he can't get a headliner in Atlanta, but his dad can. Damn, Gumbo. Yo, Gumbo, I wish you was on. I could come on the link and say that right there, man. I'm going to say it again, but see, sometimes you need to hear other people say certain things, man. Mr. Gumbo just said, now that makes Eddie Hearn right. Yo, Gumbo, are you sure you're not in the business of boxing? Gumbo, are you sure all you do is drive trucks? Do you manage fighters, Gumbo? Do you represent fighters? Because you are making a lot of sense now, Gumbo. Now, I know you know some people in the industry, because you don't put me on the phone with some people, right? But are you sure that's all you do, Gumbo? Because you just made too much sense right there. Now, the typical YouTuber, boxing, talking person, they're not going to understand what you just said, because they sit on here and argue about terms, not contracts. They argue about this fighter and that fighter. They don't know, but damn. What you just said, what I just read, makes crazy, crazy sense. But hey, what do we know, Gumbo? Now that makes Eddie Hearn right. Brian Norman Jr. is the B-side because he can't get a headliner in Atlanta, but his dad can. That's why I said it. I don't know, man. They gotta get the management on, because I don't want to sit up here and speculate and say stuff. But that's what it's looking like. The business, it's looking crazy, because it's like, who's doing this, right? Are they trying to make a mockery? You heard what Ness said. See, Ness didn't like. You know what I like about Ness? See, Ness knows he be having relationships with some of these people, so he don't really be wanting to put it out there. But I put it out there. He said it was nasty work. It's not nasty work. They're making a mockery. They're making a straight mockery. That's what they're doing. Your father, who's not even an active fighter, is headlining in the hometown of this, where the son is the world champion. Like, they're making a mockery, man. That's all they're doing. But the YouTube boxing community is so deaf, dumb, and blind, they're not even going to talk about these things. Because they listen to guys, like I said, ask the blue fella, man. He's BLK, man. Ask him, how did that happen, man? Just ask him, because he's more of an executive. That guy's an executive. He makes deals and fights happen. So ask him, right? He knows these things. Remember, he had the Crawford in his fight. You know, he made an attempt to try to make that fight happen. Remember, did y'all remember that story? And it was like 8 different people on the phone. And y'all, YouTube was just running with that. I was on the phone, I heard it. If that's how you guys are doing business, you're doing 8-way recorded calls and you're making fights. Okay. That's how it's done, huh? That's how that's done, huh? I don't know. But yeah, Gumbo, you was spot on with that, Gumbo. Damn, you was spot on, man. That shit just looks crazy. Ness said it was nasty work, man. And he's fighting the same guy, man. So you mean to tell me he couldn't fight that guy in Atlanta? I'm pretty sure the opponent would have fought him in Atlanta, right? Because he's just happy to have an opportunity. The guy that's going to fight for that belt. But yet they couldn't get that done. And I'm pretty sure Brian Norman Jr. was selling Atlanta, man. He's from the A, man. He's a world champion. You know? The last world champion, welterweight world champion in Atlanta, was who? The late, great Vernon Forrest. Right? It was Vernon Forrest, right? I don't know, man. I just think this shit is just crazy how they did that, though, man. You know? It's crazy. Man, this salad was good, man. I ain't gonna hold you. When that blue cheese marinates in there, get that blue cheese, man. Coach Green likes ranch. I only like ranch on certain wings. I'm a blue cheese guy, man. Man, Gumbo, you was spot on, Gumbo. Damn. Yo, Gumbo cracked the case right there, bro. Let me pin that. Can I pin that? Let me see it. Let me pin that, man. Is that comment pinned? Hold on. Let me try to pin that comment, man. Let me pin that comment, man. Is it pinned now? Yeah, it's pinned. All right. Man, Gumbo, you was spot on, brother. How did you know that, Gumbo? Yo, Gumbo, how did you know that? Yo, Gumbo, you was spot on, brother. How did you know that? But ask the blue guy. You see the board? I want y'all to see the board. Make sure y'all ask Blue. Ask the blue guy because he is an executive over there, right? A silent partner. Why didn't they try to get the rights? Or maybe they could, like I said. But I'm thinking, personally, right? I'm thinking, look, personally, look. Right? ESPN is leaving the game, right? I know a lot of times, when a promotional company has a deal, this is how it works, right? When a promotional company has a deal with a network, they're locked in. But like I said, ESPN is exiting out. You don't think that BLK Prime could have did a one-off? They're out the door, man. Everything is negotiable when we're talking about this right here, right? Everything is negotiable, especially when, like I said, in, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, 6 months, ESPN is no longer the provider for Top Rank fights. But ask that guy though. Ask him. He's the BLK executive on YouTube. Find out. He said if he sells in Atlanta, why is he on the undercard of a non-champion in Las Vegas? The math isn't mathing. No, Gumbo. No, that's a champion fight. So it's a woman's champion fight. And look, I'm gonna say, me personally, I think he's on that card because, like I said, those women did well when Kayla Mayer fought the other girl at the Hula Theater. They did $1 million plus on ESPN. So I think it's a chance to get him seen, right? It's a chance to get him seen. But you're absolutely correct. I know that's what I would be saying, right? If I was, but I'm not Team Norman Jr. That's why hopefully Ness and them can get AC Carter and Fighters First Management. Why they're not saying that? Why there's not a bigger push for this guy who's a world champion? And Atlanta doesn't have a world champion. And, they could even use that, like, the kid's father, who was a former fighter but is not active in quite some time, is headlining a card in Atlanta. Why can't the son, who was a champion, who's probably way more popular, right? Way more popular, you would say, right, Gumbo? But that's this guy. You might have to refresh the super chat, though. Look, you got to ask this guy. But you see, I got the money up there for you. You might have to refresh the super chat. But ask him. Maybe he knows the answers, right? Ask him. You do have options, man. This is the Source experience. Yes, the math is not mathing, man. It's definitely not, man. But yes, March, Top Rank is going to be rolling out their schedule. A lot of fight dates. Some familiar names you might be hearing come popping out. Shushu Carrington, Jihad Tucker, Brian Norman Jr. The brothers. The brothers. Because I know Top Rank got a lot of cards going down in Vegas in March. The brothers. Yeah. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the Source. We've been on for an hour and a half. Appreciate everybody that stopped through. Everybody that came through, that didn't comment, that was watching, because that's what you guys are doing now, right? We got the stats to show it. I can show the stats, right? Look, let me show you the stats real quick. I'll show it over here. Look, this is for all you guys. I call you guys the watchers at the wall. The stats are showing it. Look. Look at the watch time hours. Can y'all see that? 900. 900, man. So y'all are watching. See, you guys are watching. Don't get it twisted. Look, don't get it twisted, right? Mr. No Views, man. Look, Mr. No Views. Y'all are watching. That's what I'm trying to say, man. Maybe y'all watch when I go off. So I don't know. The numbers say y'all are watching the content, man. Like I said, man, shout out to my real supporters, Gumbo and CW and Thomas and others. But a lot of you guys, I don't know, man. What's up with y'all, man? Y'all are watching. Because YouTube Studios is telling me. They're sending me the notifications, man. That's why I'm trying to give y'all the content now. I'm taking it a lot more serious. But ask this guy. You might need a couple of these. But ask him. Like I said, you gotta refresh the super chat. Do it, man. do it. But ask him why that couldn't be made, right? Does anybody have anything before we shut it down that they want to say? Gumbo, CW, if you guys are in here, you have anything you want to say, you want to mention before I shut it down? And you see, I had the board. We went to the board a little bit tonight, this afternoon. I went to the board. Just want to show you, I was in the big board room today. I was in the big board room today. Man, got my green screen. The green screen rocking. Look. Don't rock it, don't stop it. Don't rock it, don't stop. Don't rock it, don't stop it. Don't rock it, don't stop. Don't rock it, don't stop it. Don't rock it, don't stop. Don't rock it, don't stop. A lovely day, man. I'm having a lovely day, man. Yeah, you late, man. Better late than never, though, man. Hopefully you hit the like button. Don't rock it, don't stop it. Don't rock it, don't stop. Don't rock it, don't stop it. Don't rock it, don't stop. Don't rock it, don't stop it. Don't rock it. Yeah, look, I'm old school, man. You know I can pop lock, man. Y'all be seeing how I get it down in the gym. Look, that's the Jihad tuck in me. Pew, pew. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, Tom, what's going on, man? Salute to you, good brother. Salute to you, man. I appreciate you, my guy. I spoke about you earlier, man. Look, I do the Jihad Tucker. Look. Yeah, you still look Jihad. I get that from my nephew, man. I get that from this guy right here, man. He's one of the best fighters in the world, man. You know that saying, man, iron sharpens iron, man. This guy is one of the best in the world, man. Yeah, I get a lot from him and Marley, man. I've been around those guys for years, right? For years, right? So you know I got the sauce in me, man. Look, here he is. Look at him. Look at him, man. I get it from him, man. Walk it down. He was just playing right there. Yo, look, he was just playing right there, man. He was just playing. Yeah, he is, Thomas. He is, man. Man, he's 22 years old now. Happy belated birthday. He's 22 years old, man. You guys haven't seen nothing yet, man. You just getting a little glimpse, man. You just getting a little glimpse, man. You ain't seen nothing yet. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet, man. Y'all ain't seen nothing, man. He was just playing around right there, man. He was just playing around, touching that guy up, man. You know, that's Mr. Tucker. His name is Mr. Tucker now. You know how in the Matrix, Mr. Anderson. Yeah, that is Mr. Tucker. That is Mr. Tucker. He said, I got to see him in person last June. Yes, he did. He did. You was there, Thomas, yes. The uppercuts, yes. He hit him with, that was the Roy Jones. He hit him with 6 consecutive uppercuts. That was, man, hell of a performance. They did not stop that fight. I was upset with that. Quincy Lavelle. Shout out to Quincy, man. Quincy Lavelle. Yes, the uppercuts. That was the Roy Jones effect. He broke his ass up with those uppercuts. That was a great year. John had a great year last year. He's looking to follow that up come this March. Because I'm pretty sure he'll be on one of those cards, right? You see the thing that said fight date dropping soon. He said, I saw him after and asked him about it, and he showed me his hand. Yes, it was. It was messed up. That is correct, Thomas. You know. See, listen to Thomas. Thomas is a front line guy. He's out there in the field, just as him was. But see, we don't make excuses over here, right? He didn't pull out of the fight. He took the fight as a warrior should. And he went out there and put on a clinic. And then he followed that up. The hand healed up. Yeah, I should be there as long as it doesn't snow. As long as it doesn't snow, Thomas. But yes, he followed that up. And in August, right? In August with another showing in Canada. And then he closed out the year in November with the stoppage. That stoppage, right? Y'all remember that stoppage, right? That stoppage was epic. That stoppage was epic. And the fans, when I tell you the fans, I hate to call people fans, but the supporters love him.
What's going on, Coach? What we looking like? What we looking like, Coach?
Gave the audience 7 rounds of a boxing clinic.
That's right.
8th round, we took them out.
That's right.
Easy breezy.
Yo, big. Yeah, John, over here. All right.
Yeah, that was, see, the fans was mobbing him. They was mobbing him, man. You know, he's a young star in the making, man. Remember the name. And I know, yes, you had some fish market content creator, somebody doesn't have a highlight tape. Maybe you need to go to a fight there, brother. You Google his name, it's nothing but highlights out there. Yes, he got the stoppage that night. Great fight night that night, you know. But yeah, Jihad should be fighting in March, man. You know, Toprank got a lot of dates in March, right? Be on the lookout for the announcement. But yeah, shout out to everybody. February 14th is a big fight card here in the city. New York. Big championship card. Before we close out, let me, promote that card real quick. Look, big card, man. Now, I think there's a lot of tickets still available, but it's a big card. If you like boxing, right? Why wouldn't you want to come out for this card? I'm pretty sure all these ladies will be there. The lovely Tiana, they're always there. They cover the New York fights. But if you look at this card, look at the people that's on this card, right? First off, the main event is Keyshawn Davis attempt. Oh yeah, this is when he stopped, dude. This was crazy. I remember this. He stopped that guy. But look, this is the card right here. Hold on, where is it? Is this it right here? Yes. Look, this is a big card, man. Look at all these hitters. I want to go to show you the fighters that's on the card. All right, yeah, here it is right here. Look, you got a lot of guys on this card. Abdullah Mason, Keon Davis, right? He's making his pro debut. Lopez de Jesus, right? You got the return of Jared Big Baby Anderson.
Big guy, former football player.
I'm telling you, I think is Tiger Johnson on the card too? Where's the full card at, man? I think Tiger Johnson is on the card too. Yeah, look, Vito, right? Xander Zion, right? Nico Ali Walsh, yeah, Tiger Johnson. Yeah, it's a nice card, man. Nice card. Vito Middlenecki. Yo.
So what?
A lot of Xander and Keyshawn Davis fighting for his first world title at the Hula Theater. And the one good thing about the Hula Theater, there's not a bad seat. You know, there's not a bad seat. There's not a bad seat at the Hula Theater. So even if you are sitting in the 200 section, which is the top, but it's the theater, so it's not a bad seat. It's not a bad seat in the house at the Hula Theater, man. Not a bad seat, man. So hopefully some of you guys come out, man. Especially you guys that do endless and countless live streams on boxing. Please come out, man. Do a GoFundMe. If you can't afford a ticket, you know, if your channels are monetized, right? Well, damn, you might be out of trouble because the payments already went out this month. But if your channels are monetized and you are always refreshing the super chat, right? Look, you're refreshing the super chat. Buy a ticket, man. Buy a ticket. If you refresh the super chat all the time, buy a ticket, man. Tickets ain't that expensive, man. See, I'm gonna tell you, a lot of you guys are bullshitters, man. You're not official with this boxing shit. Like my man Thomas is official. Thomas gets out, man. That's why I respect him. He supports. You know, he supports. He's spending his money. Even if he doesn't get a credential, he still goes to the fights. I can respect that because I was the same way. Before I became the media marketing agent, I was the same way, man. You know how much money I spent on the PBC, but I made a lot of money, but I still spent money covering those guys, going to fight, buying whole sections out. See, the people don't talk about that. They don't talk about that. A lot of these guys that I carried you motherfuckers, man. Y'all don't talk about that though, man. Right? Because my growth is too much. Right? Because a lot of y'all didn't want to see me grow, man. But I used to buy whole sections out, man. Bring people to fights. Give them the experience. Give them the experience. If my man Raccoon was in here, Coon will tell you. Coon met Earl Spence. But he ran, right? Listen. He ran, right? I think that was the Jared Hurd when they had all those middleweights, junior middleweights, when Swift Hurd fought and you had Jamel Charlo knocked out Alexander Lubin and Alexander Laura, all those guys fought. It was that fight card. I had a whole section. It was my man Coon's sister's birthday. So I had the whole section. We had the whole section, right? And Coon was a big Earl Spence fan. It's like a lot of guys from my hometown. They loved Earl Spence. And we was at the fights, and I was like, yo, bro, you want to meet EJ? I was like, yo, you want to meet him, right? He was like, yeah, right? So I remember I called EJ over to the section, the guy that doesn't know me, right? It was me and his little cousin. His cousin was in there. I even brought her to the fight that night, Sade. Shout out to Sade. Sade was there. That's his cousin, right? I don't know the guy, though, right? So Sade was in there, and EJ had changed his number, right? He had changed his number. So we called Mama Spence. Shout out to Deborah Spence, real good lady, nice lady. Called his mother. Got the new number, hit him up. He was like, where you at, right? I told him the section. I was like, nah, I'm going to walk down because it's the bar place. Nigga, I'll walk on the floor if I want to. So I done walked down, right? Yo, my man, I was like, yo, Coon, come on, man. I'm going to go meet EJ, man. He about to come over here because EJ and them was on the other side. So EJ came. My man Coon was like, all right, let me go to the bathroom. Let me tell you what this nigga did, right? This nigga got starstruck, right? He wanted to meet EJ so bad. He said he was going to go to the bathroom. This nigga went to the bathroom for about 30 minutes. He got lost, right? But what he did was, I know what he did, right? This nigga is a fan, right? He seen I had EJ, Adrian Bruner, all of them in the section, right? This nigga sat up at the top and was watching, right? EJ was over there with us for a minute kicking it. As soon as EJ left, right, this is what this nigga did. This nigga had the nerve to come back and try to sneak into his seat. It was like, yo, is he coming? I was like, nigga, you seen that shit. I was so mad. You know what I did? EJ was sitting in the front row, right? Now, this is the Barclays Center. I know all the ushers. I know everybody. So I was like, fuck that, nigga. Right? I took that nigga and I walked right down to the front row. I gave my man the sign, the usher nigga. He let me right on the floor. Yeah, we walked right over to EJ. EJ was sitting like in the third row, right? I went there. This is why the PBC and the people didn't like me, because they didn't know who I was. And they were just like, why does he move like that? Because I'm me. I'm God's soldier. But I went right to the front and I introduced EJ to my man Coon and the other dude, right? That nigga Coon was starstruck, man. He was starstruck, man. That's why he hid the whole time when EJ was in the section. And that's a true story, man. That's a true story, man. But yes, the Barclays Center, March 1st is their fight date. Listen, I'm not going to shit on them. But to be honest, man, that is a weak fucking card, man. I'm disgusted, man. Other than Gary Antoine Russell and Tate Davis, no disrespect, because this guy gave me an interview, Julian J. Rock Williams, but they got him on the undercard, bro. They got him on the undercard. He's, granted, a former unified champion, but he has not been active, man. You mean to tell me you couldn't get... Listen, I'm going to just chill. I'm going to just chill, man. I'm going to just chill. But damn, that to me, that listen, you see, look, and this is no knock on it, man. The February 14th card at the Hula Theater is putting that shit to shame, man. Look at all these young, look, you can't, I don't care if Tank Davis is headline. You only got 2 hitters on that fight card. Tank Davis, Gary Antoine Russell, and the Ryu fight. Where are the rest of the up-and-coming star fighters? Look, this fight card right here, February 14th. You got Abdullah Mason, prospect of the year. Look what Shushu said. This card is stacked. Facts. Polanco, he's going to have the whole Washington Heights in there, man. He's going to have the whole Washington. This shit, this is Puerto Rico. Look. The BX and Washington Heights is going to be in there thick. This guy's going to bring Flavor Flav out, man. It's levels to this shit, man. This shit is crazy, man. But I don't want to be on here bashing the PBC, man. But they got to do better, man. They got to do better, man. Especially coming to Brooklyn. They got to do better, man. Fuck type of fish market shit are they pulling, man? But yeah, you have content creators on here crashing out, talking all this Tate Davis shit and this, that, and the third. No, man. That card is trash, man. It's trash, man. It is trash. Like, they gotta do better, man. In Brooklyn, we should not accept that shit, man. That's why I had to come in here with the Brooklyn shit on today, man. We don't need to accept that shit, man. Look at this shit. Look at this card, man. This shit is trash, man. It's below standards, man. Oh, so y'all gotta go to Premier Boxing Champion. This card is trash, man. Did they announce it? Is this it right here? No, that's the old one. Where's the new one, man? Look at this. This shit is, yo, bro, come on, man. Come on, man. Nah, this ain't it, man. This is not it, man. Come on, man. Yo, this ain't it, man. Yo, this ain't it, man. I just showed you that top rate card, man. I say this ain't it, man. And this ain't it. Come on. He disrespecting Brooklyn. But hey, what do I know, man? What do y'all think, man, before I close out, man? If I'm wrong, man, tell me I'm wrong. Yo, listen, if I'm wrong, listen, tell me I'm wrong. I can accept it, man. But I'm a real diehard boxing fan, man. That spent money. Like, don't look at me as Team Tucker, as the media marketing agent. Look at me as a fan, as a consumer that's going to spend my money. And I just talked about cars that I went to Brooklyn to see, that I bought whole sections. Right? I would not buy a section, let alone buy a seat for this shit, man. This shit is trash, man. This shit is trash, man. Thomas said, it's not terrible if you like boxing, but it's not pay-per-view worthy. And the tickets are beyond. Thank you, Thomas. Okay, see, look. Now, Thomas just checked me. He said it's not terrible. But you see, he understands. He says, it's not pay-per-view. I agree. And see, I didn't even want to go there, Tom, but I'm glad you did for me. So now I can even talk about that. Yes, the tickets, that's why I said this shit is trash, Tom. Thomas, that's why I said this shit is trash. Because the ticket price is ridiculous. Whereas you look at that top rank card with all of those young stars and hitters and Jared Anderson and Tiger Johnson, the tickets ain't even, come on, man. Come on, man. See, Thomas, you done started something. But I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be nice, man. I'm going to be nice, Tom. But I appreciate that insight, man. I appreciate that insight, man. See, now, when I have a real supporter and a real boxing guy like you say this, it gives it credibility where I'm coming from, man. That's why I said this shit is ridiculous, bro. Like, how are you charging the consumers this, right? And look, like I said, I love Tank and I love Gary Antoine Russell. But then you added guys like Puyuyu or Martin, Xander Martin, who was a top-ranked fighter, right? He's a top-ranked fighter, by the way. Then you have, like I said, Julian J. Rock Williams, great guy, gave me an interview. Sparred Jihad last year, down there in Philly at Boots in his gym. We got to work with him. Former unified champion. But this guy, come on, man. This shit is nasty work, man. Nasty work, man. And then they're bringing it to Brooklyn. They ain't had a fight in Brooklyn in years, and this is what they do. They're going to exploit the thirst in Brooklyn because guys is going to come out just for Tank. Right? It's just nasty work, man. Nasty work. Nasty work. Shout out to Warlock Boxing in the building. I don't know if I ever seen you over here before, but thank you for popping up. Boxing Glove. Yes, hit the like button, man. But yeah, Tom, thank you, man, so much, man. The prices it's crazy, man. It's ridiculous, man. I don't even want to show that. I was gonna pull that up, but I don't want to knock their hustle. Cause that's what I was gonna do, right? Maybe I'll do a video on that. Right, because I'm here for a little while. After I shut the live down, I'll do a pre-recorded video, and I'll show the prices for the Hula Theater fight, right? Which probably from top to bottom is a way better card, right? And then I'm going to show the prices for this Tank Davis fight. Now you guys are going to say, look. Not you guys, but the programmers, right? This is how the programmers are trying to debunk this. And I want you to catch it. They're gonna say, oh, Tank Davis is the pay-per-view star. Those other guys over there ain't fighting for as much money as Tank. Okay. But Tank Davis's guarantee is not a big pay-per-view guarantee. You don't talk about that though. So why are they charging so much money? Why are they charging so much money? His guaranteed purse is no big pay-per-view guaranteed purse. It's not like they had to put $30 million in the escrow like Canelo or somebody, right? See, these are things they don't like me to talk about. These are things they don't like me to talk about, man. because then I showed that I know too much or I learned too much. And I'm just not some old dumb content creator just blogging like many others. But hey, what do I know? I show that I have a little bit of financial literacy, man. Shout out to John O'Brien too, man. I recommend this book for all, right? But yes, we are going to close out. The merchandise is always available. Hit me up, right? A couple of the flavors, right? Orange and red right here. These have been all over ESPN. You know, we have the pink for the ladies. A couple pink left, not too many more pink. Yes, appreciate you, Tom. Appreciate you, man. Keep doing your thing, brother. Keep being a real carrier of the torch of boxing. You know, the force is strong within you. It's not a lot of us out here left. It's not. You know, but the ones that really hold the torch, we will always shine, brother. Now, look, I've been on almost 2 hours. Powerful for Dolo Solo. Dolo Solo with the gems. You know why? Because I carry the torch. And I carry the torch very, very well. And I know the PBC people will probably be upset that I told my truth about how I feel about this card. But I am a real consumer. And I was a big PBC consumer. Spent a lot of money with y'all. Spent a lot of money. Jack and Fitness days. Right? Hey, remember me? Benny Bronco from the Bronx? Yeah. I got to do y'all like Carlito now, man. Remember me? Remember me? But yeah, maybe I'll come back on later, you know. I just been chilling, you know, putting in that work, man. This was, you know why I stayed on for a long time too? Because I haven't been doing real boxing live streams. This was an actual real boxing live stream. All last week I was talking about Jim Jones. But I think I'm gonna come back on later because I want to talk about the Gilly's son joint. But I didn't want to throw that in this. You see, the Gilly's son, they got the guy that shot his son. Yeah, man. The crazy twist to it, too. I want to talk about that because I know that live would do numbers. Not saying that this live didn't do numbers, but when you talk about like messy hood shit, and it's gossipy, and you know, it's just, yeah, why do that shit, I don't know shit do views, man? Why, man? But yeah, I think I'm going to talk about that and, you know, just get to this motion, man. Get to this motion, man. But salute to Thomas. Once again, thank you, Gumbo, for the $5. Be safe out there. You know, stay away from them spots, man. Just go to Bojangles, man. Get your wings and shit like that. And, you know, you'll be all right, man. You'll be all right. But this is the Source Experience, the news by Shanewz. You know, you do have what? Options. I holla.
I was playing, man. I told you I was coming back to the city of Cowboy, Tulsa, Oklahoma, seek and destroy. You know the vibes. Yeehaw!
Hey, this is Coach Larry Wade, IBL Champions. Hey, I train professional boxers, and you with Sauce Talk Podcast. You don't want to miss anything that he puts on here.
Appreciate you, champ. You know the vibe.
Yes, this is the Source Talk with Keyshawn Davis.
The Sauce Talk, okay.
First off,
Setting it up, coach. All right, let your heart go now. Let your heart go.
Hey guys, this is Tiana Tuimuheloa. I'm a top-ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibe.
See?